Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day!
Yeah, g'day. Yes. Good day. Yeah.
G'day.
G'day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah.
Day.
Yeah. Good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, good day.
G'day. Hey. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah. G'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah G'day, the complete guide to Australia.
Yep.
If you haven't listened to us before, we are a guide for Australia that's complete.
Yeah, as complete as a complete guide to Australia can completely be.
Other people try
Yeah.
and
They
fail.
do a good job.
Oh,
No,
yeah, no, they do a good. Yeah,
gotta give them props. They
No,
do
a good job.
No, good on them.
But look, I'm just because we'll talk about it later on. But we've just applied for the Australian Podcast Awards, and we're going to win. Is obvious.
Obviously.
Like, there's no question about
Yeah.
that. So
Why would we not?
yeah, I think we should start this by thanking everyone for the voting
Yeah.
and thanking the judges for giving us the award.
We
and
appreciate all of the fame and the money that's come out of this.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
that's,
sadly, we can't be at the awards ceremony, but
Wait, are we recording this for the award ceremony? Yeah, anyway.
yeah, they can use it there.
Yeah,
It's one
yeah,
per- Anyway, no, well, yeah, that's what we do. And so, Tim, today I want to talk and think about inventions that have come out of this great, vast, and wide land.
Vast and wide
Both.
and thick.
This girthy land.
THICC. Thick land.
That with a PH.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to talk about inventions. Now, there are many. There are many, and I went through some earlier today. The ultrasound,
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is an
I
Australian
believe
invention.
Scotland tries to claim that, so get
Yeah.
the fuck out of our way.
Get out of here.
You've got the zip tap that I told you about, instant chilled and instant boiling
Yep.
water. Excuse me, I'm saying a burp as soon as the show starts.
Amazing stuff.
What else did I told you? Oh, the Victor lawnmower.
Yeah,
Another great
yep.
one.
Yep. Good one.
Refrigeration, supposedly. I guess it's so hot here, we were like, better cool it down.
Yeah, we got to do something about this.
But none of them hold a candle, and if they did, it would not catch on fire.
No,
Depending on what's on it.
they're a sturdy. They're a sturdy beast.
Yeah, to this certain invention. Tim, what invention are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about the Hills Hoist
Oh,
clothesline.
oof.
Now, you gave those other ones. Those are important inventions. They've had a worldwide effect, but I think we underestimate the true power and necessity of a good clothesline.
Oh,
And a Hills Hoist is the clothesline to exist
to end all
amongst
clotheslines?
other clotheslines when it comes down to it. I don't know if they have them in other countries. It's a very Australian thing.
Well, yeah, it's an Australian invention. I think they do have them in other countries, possibly. But the thing is that to have a Hills Hoist work properly, you need to live in a dry, thick, vast, and girthy country.
yeah.
Which we live in. But because if you had it in, even having one in Melbourne is risky because it rains and gets cold.
Yeah.
But if you're in, Darwin, you don't even need a Hills Hoist. You just take it out of the washing machine; it's already dry.
Yeah. So basically, for those who aren't aware of what a Hills Hoist clothesline is, it's a rotary clothesline. So what that means is it's basically a pole that goes up, and then off that pole is kind of like these spokes, and then they have lines between them, and it can move around with the wind. I think you can wind it up and down usually as well.
You can. Picture an umbrella.
Different height, yeah. The arms, the rotary arms, are usually collapsible on a lot of the designs as well.
Newer
so that
ones.
they don't. On the newer ones, the old grey ones. Those are the classic ones.
Those are
We'll have to post a picture of the classic ones because that's
Yeah.
the ones we had.
the new green ones aren't nearly as
Yeah.
sturdy. You could not pull half the
They're
stumps.
both iconic
Yes.
in their own ways. The
Yes.
grey one being the old icon, the green one being what you'd see in most houses now. But we had the grey one, and then the grey one broke, and then we had the green one.
I think primarily this episode will be about the grey one.
Yeah, it's all about the grey one. Look, let's get some history.
But as I said, for those of you that Tim's word picture wasn't enough, just picture umbrella and take off the
Yeah.
just leave the rella.
Yeah. It's just the underrella.
It's the
Rella.
underrella.
Rella.
It's the skeleton.
With it's usually metal lines between.
Yeah, on the grey one, it was like
Yeah.
wire, which
Yeah.
adds a whole nother level because they start to rust and then they rust on your clothes. It's
Yeah.
a bit of fun. Anyway, give me some history about the Hills Hoist.
So anyway, Hills Hoist has been manufactured in Adelaide in South Australia since 1945 by Lance Hill. Hence, it's Hills Hoist.
Whose is it?
Lance Hill.
Oh, Hills Hoist.
Hills Hoist.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. These sorts of, obviously, we mentioned they're a pretty big fixture in most Australian and apparently New Zealand backyards as well. They've got them
that's
there.
fair.
Frequently used by artists, apparently.
For...
As a metaphor for Australian suburbia in the 1950s and 60s, because this is when they were coming out.
Oh, right.
I get it.
Yeah,
It
I
makes
thought you
sense.
meant to hang their
Yeah.
paintings on.
They're very iconic in that thing. So, as early as 1895, a gentleman by the name Colin Stewart and Alan Harley of Sun Foundry in Adelaide applied for a patent for an improved rotary and tilting clothes drying rack. Very exciting stuff.
Sexy words.
Very exciting stuff.
Say it again.
In the original design, the upper clothesline frame tilted to make it easier to reach or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it tilted down. Obviously, what we ended up with is like the little windy thing.
Yeah.
Like a window winder in a car.
Yeah,
but
but it
instead
puts it
it
up and
raises
down.
it and lowers it. So honestly, the history is not that exciting. It's kind of just an ongoing history of people putting in patents expiring, and then some other dude jumping on it and quickly getting the patent.
Be a great patent to have.
Basically, it all comes down to a gentleman by the name of Gilbert Toyne. It looks like he made the all-metal model. In like
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, in 1925. But Lance Hill began to manufacture this particular type more on a mass basis in 1945 because his wife apparently wanted an inexpensive replacement to the line and prop she used for drying clothes. I think that's I don't know what that is.
Is that the one, like the one that's just all in a row that you can sit flat on, or you can like
Yeah,
flick
maybe.
it up?
Maybe.
Line and prop.
She said she didn't have room because she had a lemon tree growing or something.
Yeah,
I don't know
so
how
she
this
probably
would
had-
take up less room.
Probably
but-
have one of the ones stuck on a wall.
Yeah, possibly.
I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's a little confusing. Anyway, Lance Hill's brother-in-law, Harold Ling, returned from the war, 1945, joined in a partnership in 1946, and he actually became very influential in expanding the production and marketing of the Hills Hoist. And in 1947, Hills Hoist began manufacturing a wind-up clothes hoist, which is the same as Toyne's, the metal one.
Yes.
So Gilbert Toyne came up with the metal concept, and then
Yep.
Hills Hoist, Lance Hill and his bro-in-law, Harold Ling, were like, yep, cool, let's do this. And
Great idea.
they're
Let's run
responsible
with it.
for getting it out there. They were initially constructed and sold from his Lance Hill's home in Glenunga.
So he's a bit of a hands-on kind of guy.
Yeah. But they soon moved to a nearby site on Glen Osmond Road. This is all very thrilling stuff.
Oh, please.
Also in Glenunga. And within a decade, the factory had to relocate to a much larger site at Edwardstown. They're growing. They're growing fast is what I'm learning here.
No idea where any of these locations are aside from in South Australia.
Yeah. Look, that's kind of the boring history of it all. They're a national icon is what you need to know. And another fun story. So Cyclone Tracy went through Darwin. What year did that go through? Let me just quickly look this up.
1980 something?
1974. Christmas
See?
Eve.
80 something.
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, 1974.
Yep.
Cyclone Tracy, one of the biggest storms to ever come through Australia. It was quite devastating.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about it at some point.
We will have to talk
some
about
of my
it.
family members were there.
Yeah, it was a big deal at the time. One of the families in Darwin reported that literally the only thing left standing was the Hills Hoist. These bad boys were very strong.
Beautifully
And usually they were
constructed.
like cemented into the ground as
yeah.
well. All metal. You couldn't destroy these. I mean, you could once they start to get old and rusty.
It's funny that a cyclone couldn't destroy it, but the stories that you and I are going to tell show
Yeah.
that a child can destroy it.
Oh, yeah. Hills Hoist listed as a national treasure by the National Library of Australia.
Oh, shit. That means Nicolas Cage is going to come and try and get it.
Yeah. Oh, shouldn't have said national
Back
treasure,
off
should I?
Nicolas Cage. That's his trigger word.
Yeah. 2017, in January, Hills Industries sold the manufacturing and sale rights to Hills Home Living Brands. Of its Hills Home Living Brands to Ames, Australia, to some other company. I don't know why I said that fact. It doesn't
still
matter.
make them.
Yeah. It's like when the peanut butter is now owned by Bega. It all gets traded around, doesn't it?
Yeah. I can't believe it's owned by Bega. They're putting cheese in our peanut butter.
That would be delicious. I'm into that.
Ew, no, it wouldn't. Anyway, we're not talking about that today.
No. Yeah. So it made it through a cyclone.
Yep.
What it doesn't make it through is like a 13-year-old boy swinging off it. Because we've all swung on the Hills Hoist.
If you haven't, you've missed out. The rest of the world that didn't have Hills Hoist, you missed out. Because there's nothing better than when mum's not in the backyard and you get to go out there and play and you grab onto the Hills Hoist and you spin around.
Spin.
It was glorious.
It's a lot of fun. And you know that your parents can't give you shit about it because they would have done it themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's done it.
But I was saying to Tim before we started, I'm trying to remember a story, and I'm sure Mum will fill me in, or maybe she's hearing it for the first time. But my memory is that our Hills Hoist, I think, bent at one point. Actually, there's two stories. So our Hills Hoist in our original house, I think, bent a little bit on one of the arms, and I feel like it was definitely one of us kids,
right?
But I think we definitely blamed another of the kids. Or someone else entirely. I think that because you wanted to cover it up.
It was the robber. The robber came in.
Yeah, there was a dog. But
yeah,
you can. Yeah, as you said, you can do it until you're up to about 13, and then it gets a bit too much.
It does get a bit dicey.
But I think that parents are probably the ones to blame because I'm sure that parents are probably the ones to be like, oh, grab onto the clothesline and spin around the first time. Like, surely we weren't that inventive as children.
You don't put a toy like this in the backyard if you don't want me to swing on it. That's what I'm saying.
But see, so it's not just a toy. The other story that I have that did bend the Hills Hoist was we had Christmas one year at our house. And the Hills Hoist is a beautiful tent, really. You just put a tarp on it.
Absolutely.
You got yourself a tent. So we put a tarp on it, and then it rained. And it rained so much, and it was so heavy that it completely bent one of the arms on the Hills Hoist.
Jesus, you gotta work on your drainage. This is
well, that's the thing. We didn't have any drain.
Yeah,
but so we had a bent Hills Hoist for many years because of that. But yeah, Hills Hoist. It was the green ones are fine, but you can't swing on them.
You can't swing on the green ones because they're made from that really weak, light,
and they're square
metal. Yeah,
like it's like a rectangle to grab onto rather than a circle.
Yeah,
and the wires on the green one is made out of plastic, which is
I think there's wire in them, but they're plastic coated. Yeah,
which is better for your clothes because, as I said, the old ones they'd start to rust, and then sometimes you get rust on your clothes from hanging them out there. But look,
you can still find. I think a lot of the grey ones have probably been removed now. You can still find them in some places though, but they're usually rusty as all heck.
Yeah, but they're literally like in all seriousness, because this show sometimes we have a bit of fun.
If we're gonna get serious about one thing,
it's gonna be the Hills Hoist.
Yeah,
it's literally the best drying device around aside from a bloody tumble dryer because if you get one of those clotheslines that is just on a wall and everything's in a row, not everything gets access to the sun equally and not everything gets aired. But if you have a Hills Hoist, it rotates, and so things are in a line, but they're rotating. It's just genius.
With the wind, the wind pushes it, it rotates it, it keeps all of the air. Yep, it's
and that's
good.
what
it's
powers.
great.
That's what powers the home as well. The spinning of the Hills Hoist is used to generate electricity.
Wait, should we patent that?
Patent what, Tim? That thing that I just cut out of the episode so no one hears our great idea? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. That's a fantastic idea. Let's bring back Hills Hoists in a big way. Yeah. I think most suburban homes probably still have them.
Yeah.
But let's hook them up. Let's get some kinetic energy. Let's turn it into some kind of battery situation.
Yeah. The sound
what's Elon Musk up to?
Elon, I've got his personal email anyway.
Yeah, he's going to want in on this.
The sound of a Hills Hoist, I think, is very unique. It actually sounds like that sound they use in horror films when it's like there's a sound in the backyard.
Yeah.
They must have Hills Hoists in America because I think they have those clotheslines in horror films that spin and that's what makes the sound. I think so.
No, every time you see an American film, they always just have lines across.
Yeah. It's the sound of like a swing moving.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
swing in a
That's
horror film.
It's the same sound that the Hills
But like
Hoist
that's the thing,
makes.
you just hear it, and you don't notice it, but you know that the Hills Hoist is spinning around, which is good. But
The other thing is it offers a fantastic artificial tree for birds to come and sit on.
oh yeah,
Which isn't fantastic if your clothes are on there because
No,
they will shit
they'll
on your
shit
clothes.
Yeah.
But that's where the magpies used to sit and tease the dog because it was nice. It was kind of close enough to the ground that they could tease the dog,
Yes.
which they love to do, but far enough away from the ground that the dog could not get to them.
yes.
So they used to sit up there all the time, the magpies,
And kookaburras love to be on the Hills Hoist.
Yeah. Kookaburra on a Hills Hoist, that's iconic.
That is, I one time in our old Narrabeen house, a tawny frogmouth was on our back clothesline.
Oh, that's nice.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Not very camouflaged there, were you, Mr. Tawny?
Yeah.
Um,
They're an interesting bird.
yeah, the thing is, the windy thing, because as we said, there's a windy thing, so you can raise it up. So if it's a good windy day, you want to raise it up and get more wind on it and get more sun and stuff. And I think I remember winding it too far one time, and then it kind of just falls out of it.
Oh, really?
They're sturdy and heavy, so to get it back in is hard.
Yeah.
But winding it up and down used to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Takes a lot of energy to get it up.
oh yeah,
Especially once they start to get a little bit of age in them,
Yeah.
it's bloody hard to get them up.
but yeah, that's where you spend a lot of your childhood as well. Like because you go outside with mum or dad when they put the washing on the line, and you just hang around whilst they, put everything on the Hills Hoist, and Nana as well. Like Nana had a Hills Hoist, and as you said, like all my family members that I can think of right now that had a backyard had a Hills Hoist.
Yeah.
It's,
course.
It's a great bit. When we did Alice in Wonderland at university, one of the first plays I did, or the first play I did with Nuts, we were sponsored by Hills Hoist.
You were.
They gave us a Hills Hoist to use because Alice in Wonderland was set in like a backyard kind of thing.
Yep.
Great sponsorship.
Fantastic.
Then we had to give it back, I think.
You had to give the Hills Hoist back?
I think so.
Then they just sold it to a family.
Probably, yeah. We had to work out a way to put a Hills Hoist and make it stand upright on a stage where you can't just put it into
Drill
the floor.
into the... Yeah.
I don't remember how we did it.
It was some kind of stand scenario, I think, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
We had the hoist, but
Yep.
the other great use comes as you progress into your late teenage years. Obviously,
Oh, 18 on. Oh, 18
18.
onwards. 18, yeah.
Tim, it's a game that strikes fear into the hearts of the weak-stomached. It's called Goon of Fortune.
Yeah, Goon of Fortune.
Spin it around again for me, Craig. I'm feeling lucky.
Basically, goon bags, which is something we probably should talk about on the show as well. I think
Cask
the word
wine.
Yeah, the world is aware of Australia's cask wine situation. Apparently, I don't think it's done in a lot of other places. Basically, it's a big
4 litre.
like aluminium sort of sack,
Yep.
usually 4 to 5 liters of wine.
Yep.
Comes in a cask.
Shitty wine.
But you break open the crappy cardboard cask, you
Yep.
get it out, you peg that shit to the clothesline out on one of the arms,
Yep.
and everyone stands in a circle, and you push it, and wherever it stops, drink.
You take a big drink.
Drink, straight from the cask.
So yeah, you get a big circle, and when you start getting real spicy, you put one on opposite ends.
On
So
both,
it's two going around.
You got to weigh it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that
Did
was
you play
fun.
with 4? Imagine putting 4 on.
Jesus.
Well,
I
what?
don't-
That would only set you back $20 for 4 goon bags.
Yeah, that's
so.
that's the wonderful thing about Goon. Oh my goodness, I haven't drunk Goon in so long.
I
Goon is the
horrible goon memories.
the horrible name. What I don't even know how it came. We're not talking about Goon this week.
No, but we
I don't
will.
know why it's called Goon.
No,
Let's
we'll
look
have
it
to
up.
look it up. Yeah,
We'll look it up before our
see
next
this. But this is the side note. This is the thing that I always just say because Mum and Dad used to drink cask wine.
Yeah.
And cask wine sounds okay, but then you turn 15, you start drinking Goon. You're like, oh, Mum and Dad drink Goon. They just call it cask wine.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Goon of Fortune, great game, really good game.
A lot of fun.
Hills Hoist is dangerous though because
Yeah.
if you are on the receiving end of one of those arms spinning around,
Oh,
you're going to hospital, mate.
It'll conk you on the noggin. That's
yeah,
for sure.
it'll knock you for 6.
And no, they're good. Like the principle of Goon and Fortune is also usable at kids' birthday parties.
Yeah, with Goon. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, with Goon.
Red
no.
cordial.
You like with donuts and stuff like that. I remember, like, I think my sisters had parties. Maybe I did as well. Where you just you'd hang stuff off it.
Yeah.
It was always a good. They're just multi-use.
Yeah, you can
Multi-use.
hang a pinata off it.
Yeah.
You can hang 4 pinatas off it, really.
One on each arm. Yep.
You can hang your kids out to dry. You can do lots of stuff.
Yeah.
They're a great tool. Actually, you know what I think I have done before? Our trampoline used to be quite close to the Hills Hoist.
Yes.
I think I've jumped from the trampoline to spin on the Hills Hoist.
That is probably why your Hills Hoist broke.
I don't know. And if mum's, which mum is listening, but if mum's listening, it was Ashley and Gemma. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was
Even though
never.
you literally just admitted it.
Why would the smallest and lightest and youngest child be the one spinning on the clothesline?
Why would the one who just admitted it on a recording be the one that did it?
Yeah.
Why would that
why
happen?
Why would
That's
that be a thing?
absurd. Why would you ever think that?
Nah, an Australian backyard isn't a backyard.
What about
a Hills Hoist?
Absolutely not. What about your parents would go out? Mm-hmm. Your mum would say, "Can you keep an eye on the clothes? I think it's going to rain."
Oh yeah.
Do you mind? Yeah, like if it starts raining, get the clothes off.
Yep.
You'd be sitting there, 5 minutes of rain, and then you go, "Oh fuck!" Run outside,
washing.
trying to take it all off, take it off as quickly as possible. Those were the days.
Did that a lot.
Or
Did
the
that.
opposite.
What?
Your mum is like, "Oh, there's some washing in the
Machine.
In the machine. Can you put it out?"
Yeah.
It sits in there for hours. Your
Yeah.
mum's calls. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to be home in 5 minutes."
And then you're like, oh fuck.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Rush outside. I
Stick
don't
it
know
on.
why it's not dry. I don't know. I put it out this morning.
Oh yeah. I did. Oh, you need to wind it up higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of my years are spent just watching the washing dry.
Yep. Not doing what my mum asked.
Yeah, not doing what my husband spinning on the clothesline. You said spin on it, right? You didn't say hang out the clothes because I did one of those two things. Yeah, it's I do miss having a clothesline in this house
Yeah.
because we only use a dryer. We could fix one up, but it'd just be strings. I want a Hills Hoist. If I'm gonna have a clothesline, it's got to be Hills.
Yeah, we've only got one of those inside areas.
Yeah, sponsor us, Hills Hoist. So that's the clothes line.
For people who still have no idea what we're talking about, we'll post photos.
Yeah, possibly even videos of Tim and I spinning on clotheslines.
If we can find one, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, if we can, let's go like raid people's. But you know, like there's videos of like skateboarders that used to jump in people's pools and empty pools. We're gonna go jump on people's Hills Hoists.
Oh, get out of here!
Oh shit, he's coming.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well,
What's that sound?
I don't know.
The sound. There's a certain song that's playing right now.
Oh, it's playing now?
Yeah, it'd be happening now. I was hoping you would do the lead in for this part because it's your week.
You mean it's
And
the
so-
Harold Holt watch?
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Was the music played then?
It probably was. I think that's our smoothest one yet.
That was
actually.
definitely very confusing.
Because I'll cut out all the stuff about us talking, and then no one will know.
Yeah.
Post
People won't realise that we are not naturally charismatic people.
When I say I'll do it, now that we're number one Australian podcast of the year, thanks to the Australian Podcast Awards. Craig will do it. Craig, can you just clip 280 to 149? And
Craig's the guy we're going
amp it
to
up.
hire after a series of interviews in about 3 to 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah. And if he's not named Craig, it's part of the contract they have to be called Craig.
Yeah, he's Craig to us.
What do you got, Tim?
I've got a letter.
Good.
All right. Hi, guys. Long-time listener, first-time writer. Just wanted to give you a heads up about a HH sighting. I'm assuming that means Harold Holt.
Healthy Harold.
Maybe it's Healthy Harold. Oh, did he see Healthy Harold?
Dope.
Yeah. Awesome. What's he up to? No, Harold Holt sighting. Not sure if you've seen it yet, but Black Panther is an awesome movie. Definitely the best Marvel in a while. All right, where are we going with this?
Strong opinion.
Anyway, keep an eye peeled when you do watch it because Harold is in the movie. I saw him walking through the hidden city in Wakanda. It looked like he was a tourist in the city or something like that. Not sure how it all came together, but not surprised. If anyone would be able to visit the magical city, it would be our man, Harold. Anyway, cheers, lads. Have a good Victorian long weekend. Thanks for bringing that up. Just want to rub that in everyone else's faces. We do have a long weekend this weekend.
Oh, thank you.
Labor Day. God bless. Gaz. That's his
Gaz?
name. Gaz is his
I thought
name.
you said gas, and I was like, no, not today. I'm fine, thanks.
No. Gaz. That's his name.
Oh, HH making it into the big Marvel film.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about the Black Panther movie, but my understanding is there's like a kind of a hidden city world or something. And I know Wakanda, like that Wakanda's the country.
Yeah.
Harold Holt's in there apparently.
Great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
so we'll have to watch that.
Yeah,
because
I
neither
do.
of us have watched it yet.
Yeah, no, I do want to see it anyway. Oh, Harold, what'll be next? What'll be next, What's
Dunno.
next? Harold?
Maybe he'll be in Infinity War.
Maybe he is the Infinity War.
Maybe he's the sixth Soul Stone? No.
Solstice?
Soul Stone is one of the stones. We're not
Soul
getting
Stone.
into the Marvel
I
universe
think
right now.
that Captain America would lose against Harold Holt.
I think they'd all lose against Harold Holt.
Because Captain America is the epitome of the American dream or whatever, and Harold is all of Australia in one person.
Yeah. If Harold Holt had a superpower, what do you think would it be?
Oh, I was going to say swimming.
I was going to say disappearing, like teleportation.
We're going to hell for this
Yeah,
show.
probably.
Brilliant. Thank you, Gaz. Short
Cheers,
for Gazandra.
yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
Tim, shout outs to our Patreon patrons, Nick Burgess and Adam Damoradotta.
Yeah.
They put in some donations in the last week. I think we got 2 donations. It's great. They're going to listen. They're going to get our bonus content. They're going to listen to our bonus episodes.
Ooh, those are some good episodes. Let me tell you.
Hammerhead Shark and Tony Hawk Pro Skater DOS. That's 2.
Number 2, yeah, Spanish for 2. They're separate episodes as well. We're not talking about a Hammerhead Shark playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, although
we should be.
That could be episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3 of the bonus episode combined the 2. But thanks to those 2. If you want to join them and be one of our Patreon patrons, head to www.patreon.com/Yugaday because it's a good place to be. We're having a lot of fun there. Tim, we've joked, some would say. I would say we've been talking very seriously.
I don't joke. I've
About
never joked in my life.
Australian Podcast Awards 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a little-known duo, Tim and Leon from Yeagerday, have joined the ranks of those entered into the Australian Podcast 2018 Awards.
We have. We submitted.
We've submitted for the storytelling category
Fabulous.
because you and I tell a couple of yarns a week.
We spin a yarn, yeah.
But yeah, so we're in there. Hopefully we win. That'd be nice. But even if we're just noted. But there's something that you can do, dear listener. You can vote for us in the People's Choice. Because if we're nothing, we're the People's Choice. If we're
not the choice, then we are the choice.
We're the choice. If we're not the choice that Australia makes. Anyway.
Wait, buyer's choice?
Ladies' choice? So, People's Choice. You can go to www, which is worldwide winternet, AustralianPodcastAwards.com. And then all you've got to do is find your way to the vote section and then find our picture. Now, it can be a little bit difficult. There's a little bit of scrolling, and you'll see a bunch of other great Auscast Network shows on there. Don't click them.
We need you to ignore them.
Yeah, do not.
No, please, you can offer your support.
Andrew Pierce, if you try to steal one more of our votes. No, please.
Do you get multiple votes? I don't know how this works.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you get multiple votes, please do.
If you get multiple votes, vote for our one first and then see, because then if you can't, we've got the vote.
Yeah.
But anyway, so go to there. I'm going to post links on our social media over the next week and a bit with a link that goes directly to our page, which will make it a little bit easier for you. But all you got to do is just be, I'm not going to lie to you, all you got to do is put in your email address and make a password.
Yeah.
But, does that really, how much of your day does that affect?
And everyone who votes for us could go in the running to win a brand new Hills Hoist. I'm saying could.
Yeah, they could. They could if we got a sponsorship from Hills Hoist. If we ran that it could happen.
It could happen.
You could also win a Tesla, but powered by Hills Hoist.
You could
imagine a Hills Hoist on top of a Tesla powering the motor.
Oh, that'd be sick. We need to talk to Elon Musk about our idea.
But yeah, so please vote. It would mean a lot. We know that we have a good number of listeners out there, and we can try and win.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be all right. Voting closes on the 1st of April for the first round.
That's Easter.
That is Easter. Tim, I would like to thank Teylor Smirl, Smirly T for our wonderful cover art.
And of course to Curtis Fernance, the fern tree of music, if you will, for the outroduction, Harold Holt, watch music.
That was jazzy.
Too jazzy?
Thank you to Auscast for letting us be part of their network. There's a bunch of great shows there. Go and listen to them. And if you like them more than us, as I said, vote for us first. But that's great. That's good. That's wonderful.
We've had a lovely week.
We've had a laugh. Hills Hoist, give us a couple of bucks. Be a Patreon.
Yeah.
Patron. Great. Well, as always, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
G'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone. Catch you on the flippity flop.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.